Hit the change room. We're about to level up.
In the last 8 weeks, Tash has lost 7 kilos, which is insane. She's a mum of 3, she's busy, she's got a lot going on, and so I sat down with her to have a chat about her journey because I think it's such an inspiring one. And the coolest thing is not just the fact that she's been able to get this amazing result in terms of her body composition, but also the fact that she has come into her own. She is stronger, you can tell, I've just watched her become more confident in movement patterns and like move with her body more easily, and she just has come into her own in terms of understanding her fitness journey and not feeling like it controls her, but the other way around. So I think you'll get inspired. I think you'll learn a couple of things from it. Have a listen to this conversation. This is definitely one you don't want to miss.
I think I wanted to get stronger, but I also wanted to lose weight. It was a weight loss thing, a body confidence thing. Yeah.
Okay. And in terms of what had stopped you in the past, what were the things that were getting in the way up to that point?
A lot of excuses and justifying it to myself, I think. Busy mum of 3, and so I was always constantly like putting it last, I think.
Yeah, cool. And I mean, some of those things are very real, those obstacles that you kind of come across. Talk to me about, for you, what was the thought pattern going into it with those obstacles? Was it that you would never get on top of it, or was it that you just didn't know how you're going to make it work? What were the thought patterns about those things? I
didn't know how I was going to get on top of it, how I was going to make the time. But again, I think that was just an excuse that I was telling myself. I tried everything to kind of push it aside, supplements and all that sort of thing, diets, things that didn't stick. So I knew I had to do more and get out of my own head, basically. Okay.
Well, you've obviously done an amazing job here. Talk to me about what it was that actually made it stick. What was the difference for you?
I think I've learned a lot in the last, I think I've been 6 weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've learned a lot. I enjoy the workouts, the vibe here. Everyone's nice. Your help as well. Because, I had my lower back injury. So that was also a thing putting me off. I was scared of putting my back out again. Mm-hmm. And you've helped me with that, like just learning different techniques and proper ways of doing things, which I didn't have before when I went to the gym.
Cool.
Yeah.
And how much of it do you think is a fact of understanding and learning the technique and the enjoyment of that part of it versus the environment and the community and the vibe? Like, how much of it has been of each? What's the split?
I think a big thing for me was probably the back injury thing. So it was probably more learning proper techniques. I'm starting from the beginning. So, I went to a gym where I was kind of left to my own devices, didn't really know what I was doing. Mm-hmm. So I've learned a lot about that here. But the environment and the vibe and the people here have just made it easier.
Perfect. Yeah, and it always does, eh?
Yeah.
And so talk to me in terms of what the results are that you've had. Talk to me about the biggest breakthroughs. What are the biggest things since you've started that you've noticed that things are getting easier, results that you've noticed? What's the biggest wins for you?
Results I've noticed is I have dropped weight, and that was initially when I started, that was my main goal. So I'm really happy with that.
Good. Awesome.
But along the way, I've actually realized that I've got more goals, like I don't want to just be skinny. I want to be strong, and, fit for my kids.
Cool.
Yeah.
And talk to me about the effort, because you said you were busy.
Yeah.
How heroic has the effort been for you? Has it been a heroic effort, or is it just, talk to me about how intense it's been to try to get on top of everything.
It was a little bit intense to start with while I was getting my head around it, but it's really not that hard. Mm-hmm. Like, honestly, making the time really wasn't that hard, especially when the kids are at school. Even now, I have the support, which I'm really lucky, in the school holidays to be able to still come.
Of course. Yeah. Totally. I love it. And in terms of kind of getting on top of this, is there anything that you have learned that you're like, oh my gosh, I wish I had known that at the start of the journey?
Oh, nutrition. I've learned a big thing about nutrition. Like I said before, I tried diets, restricting. That never sticks. It never sticks. So, learning about nutrition, portion. You don't have to cut things out. It's just portion size, learning about calories, things like that.
And is the difference now that it's more flexible, like more manageable? What's the difference?
It's more manageable, more flexible.
Cool.
Awesome. If you're cutting things out and restricting, especially as a mum, when you've got children, it's hard.
Tough, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. And what are you excited for in the next phase of your journey? What things are you kind of excited to tackle? It'll sink your teeth into. Is it something about training, continued results? What are we kind of looking forward for?
Training and continued results. It's not so much about the weight loss anymore. I want to get stronger.
Cool.
So
Why?
yeah.
Why do you want to get stronger?
To be healthier, be happier, be able to keep up with my kids.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Hit the change room. We're about to level up.